What is up? What is up? What's up, guys? It's Jason with Overthink Gaming, making another video. I know I've been on semi-retirement, haven't been making videos, but I've been inspired lately. And this is inspiration because of Heckin Steve. I did a video last on Heckin Steve. He was doing, basically calling out a reseller called Phoenix Resell. And then he had a live stream with him, or actually it was a pre-recorded stream. And I was just calling out the bullshit in that video. Like I saw through the shit. Like I said, that dude reminded me of myself, but I feel like more people have always come to my channel because they respect that I call it how it is. And I feel like that, like I'm 100% with my feelings. The more I watch Heckin Steve, it's like, dude, this dude is a bullshitter, man. He'll talk all this shit, but then he'll change his mind like right away. Like people do change their mind. I get it. But this dude changes like that, and he's full of shit, and his audience will not see the difference. He can lie to his audience, and his audience is so stupid, they're going to believe everything. And that's kind of what I want to go over this video. Heckin Steve and the little things that get on my nerves, man. And this is going to revolve around Retro Rick. Now, I've been pretty consistent with my views on Retro Rick. I kind of never saw a deal with him. He was somebody I may have talked. I want to say I did do a video a while back, like a long time ago, years ago. But at this time, he was kind of new to the scene. He came in and he was a reseller, and that's what his channel was based off. He would just sell a few games and always flip and make a profit. And some people saw that that was scummy. I was like, dude, that's what people do. It's like, dude, it's not a big deal. But I think a lot of people saw differently. Well, now that dude has grown and he has his own video game store, which is the only reason I've been watching his videos because they're pretty interesting. It's like keeping up with the show, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Something like almost like what the Game Chasers was back in the day. You see the friendships and shit like that. It's pretty cool. But anyways, you know what? Why am I explaining Retro Rick? Let's let Heckin Steve explain who Retro Rick is.
Now, Retro Rick, of course, I've been kind of easy on him in the past. You know, he's the one that kind of started the $10 game collection where he's like, I'm going to start with $10 and, ooh, look at me. I can build a game collection. Buying these games really cheap and then flipping them on eBay and using the profit to build a game collection. And then, of course, he graduated to owning a video game store. And now there was, you know, some convention videos last year that I saw where he was going around and buying inventory for his store, which made sense at the time because he hadn't done his grand opening yet. So he needed stuff on the shelves. You know, obviously you don't want to open a retro game store and not have cool shit to sell people. But now he's well established. I mean, you can see here he's got a Link statue, we got Mario statue, we got some arcade one-ups here. I mean, he's doing all right for himself. It's a pretty nice store. And so now he doesn't really need to do that kind of sourcing anymore, you know, because people from his community will come in and trade games to him, and that's how he should source his inventory.
Now, Steve over here is an expert on inventory, man. How Retro Rick should be making money for his game store. He shouldn't be outsourcing. According to Steve, he shouldn't be getting games where he sees any deals. All the deals should be within the store, within his fans. Like, dude, who the fuck are you to be an expert over here how the dude runs his store or what he should buy? Like, it's so stupid, man. You have this shitty ass wall of games that's fucking small. It's stupid. It looks dumb, but yet you're going to tell him how to run his business. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Who the fuck are you, man? Some armchair quarterback over here with fucking used video games that has all the knowledge. It was pretty cringy hearing that. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, in this video right here, he's going to cry about Retro Rick scoring 6 Game Boy games. Yes.
I ordered more retro games, cartridge-based games from GameStop. Today we are opening up 6 or 7 Pokemon Game Boy games.
This son of a bitch.
6 of these guys. They were actually doing a buy 2, get 1 free. So, you know, that's a good deal.
So this fucking son of a bitch bought 6 copies of Pokemon Gold from GameStop, essentially taking 6 opportunities from someone else to buy the games and enjoy them, so that he could, like, flip them for a profit at his fucking game store. Dude, you have a video game store. You don't need to source like that anymore, you fucking prick. If you want Pokemon games, you should fucking advertise it on, like, your Facebook page or some shit. Be like, hey, we'll pay extra for Pokemon games right now, so bring your fucking Pokemon games down here, you little bitch, so I can fuck you in the ass for it.
Now, Steve is all here crying, saying how Rick should be buying Pokemon games. He should be reaching out to his audience. Hey, guys, I'm willing to pay extra. Dude, that wasn't it. He saw a deal, and he got a deal. Buy 2, get 1 free on GameStop. Anybody would have jumped on that deal that was available to anybody. Like, why not? He saw an opportunity to make a few bucks, and really easy. Those games are going to fly off the shelf themselves, so why not buy it? But over here, Steve crying about it, acting like it's the biggest thing to go on with the gaming community. He is ruining the gaming community, guys, by buying 6 Game Boy games. Dude, those 6 games are going to go to 6 other people who aren't broke asses that didn't see the deal on GameStop, because I didn't see the deal. Like, dude, it's not a big deal. Buy 2, get 1 free. He got 6 games. I'm sure Steve was the same guy in the pandemic that was hoarding toilet paper like crazy or hoarding something. Dude, like, everyone, if you see a deal, you buy it. And Steve's over here calling people out like he's never bought things that he didn't need extra. Like, it's not a big deal, guys. 6 Game Boy games. Like, nobody's going crazy over Game Boy games. Like, dude, it's not a necessity. It's 6 fucking Game Boy games. So the next part of the video, which is kind of funny, Retro Rick ended up getting a fake game. One of the games was fake from GameStop, which wasn't the big deal, but let's listen to Steve cry about it.
Oh man. Okay, here's this one.
You know what? You deserve a fucking hiccup in your shit, man. Getting fake stuff like that, now you got to be inconvenienced and do a return or a swap. You know, you deserve to be inconvenienced for that because you're a fucking asshole for this whole thing. Not even making that much money off of this whole ordeal, but the fact that you were trying to do that when you own an entire video game store, like, you're hurting that much for margins that you gotta fuck people like this. You gotta fuck the gaming community. The video is called A Warning to Fellow Gamers. Really, the warning is, hey, I'm a piece of shit. Don't shop at my store because you could have got it at GameStop if it wasn't for my store.
All right, I had to show you guys that clip real quick because Steve was crying about 6 Game Boy games, making a big deal, but he was being disrespectful, which I don't give a fuck if a person is disrespectful, makes people laugh a bit. Like, dude, that's your style. Go for it, dude. I love doing that too. So I get it. But what he does is he turns it around, man. He turns it around and he does a bitch-ass move, man. Steve ends up kissing Retro Rick's ass. So what happened is Retro Rick ended up getting his main channel hacked, which kind of sucks. He did say he had 2-factor authentication or whatever he had on, and somehow it got hacked by I think it was somebody with Bitcoin or whatever. When I heard the news, I didn't care, man, because I saw Rick. He was kind of concerned, but I'm like, dude, this dude's just going to make content out of it. And that's exactly what he did. He made content out of it. When you're a channel that big, you usually get a channel manager. Like, dude, you're going to get your channel back. You're in good standing with the community. You have a lot of friends in the gaming community. People have pool. You're going to get your channel back. I was in no concern that he was going to lose his channel. But here comes Steve over here. He found the opportunity to fucking virtue signal and kiss Rick's fucking ass, man. And that's the disappointment that I saw in him. Like, dude, you fucking kissed his ass. So Steve went to his own community page and he wrote this. For those that don't know, Retro Rick's YouTube channel was hijacked yesterday and still hasn't gotten it back. He might not be able to get it back either. I recently made a video on Retro Rick in regards to his sourcing tactics, and I still don't like that he bought games at GameStop to flip in his own store, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan of Retro Rick, and I empathize with his current situation. He spent 5 years building his channel and creating an income source for himself, and it seemingly now could be gone forever, and that sucks. Here's hoping he's able to get his main channel back. Now you're praising this dude on making his income on his own, doing what he does. While over here, you're making a big deal about him fucking getting 6 Game Boy games. It was buy 2, get 1 free. And you're acting like he didn't make that much off it, like it wasn't a big deal. Dude, let's say he got 6 games, buy 2, get 1 free, right? And we'll make the numbers just real easy. Let's just say he paid like 50 bucks for it. We'll say 50. And he made $10. So he sold them for 60. So if he bought 2 for 50, he made $20 off there. The third one, since it was buy 1 free, he made the full 60. So that's $80. Do that again for the other set because he had a total of 6. Dude, he made $160 off nothing. And those are going to sell. Like, dude, that may seem like nothing, $160. But if he does that with like everything in the store, like he's constantly flipping and his numbers are good like that, the dude is doing good for himself. But now you want to praise him when you did a video talking all this shit. You made a whole video about these Game Boy games and made a big old deal crying about, while you know, dude, that was not anything to cry about. But now you want to change your tune that the dude may be losing his channel. And like I said, I was like, dude, he ain't gonna lose his channel. That's what I was thinking. He's gonna get it back. He's in good standing. He has sources that we don't have. Like, dude, he's gonna be all right. I wasn't out there virtue signaling. In fact, I didn't make any videos on Rick, so I had no reason to, but I did not expect this, man, from Steve. And that's what upset me, man. Like, this dude is fake as fuck, man. He'll talk all this shit, and then he'll use any opportunity to virtue signal. Like, dude, he's almost like Dreamcast guy, man. It's funny. He had an opportunity to look like the good guy, and this dude fucking like, dude, this is I understand people change their mind, but this dude's gonna change his mind like every 10 seconds or what? Like, dude, that's where I need to get to. So somebody called his ass out in his own comments under that post, and this is what he said: "Brother, I saw you comment good riddance on his live. Don't act like you feel bad for the dude for the public now." Steve replies, "Heck yeah, I did say that, but after a day of thinking about it, I feel bad. This is called regretting something you've done." Bro, you are full of shit. You didn't feel bad. If you felt bad, you would have stated that right away. As soon as you wrote that, you would have been like, hey, yes, yesterday or whatever during the live stream, whether it was the same day, I don't know when it was, you would have addressed it. During the live stream, I said good riddance. You know, I shouldn't have said that. You would address that. But no, you addressed your last video. You didn't give a fuck that you said good riddance. Now you're acting like, hey, I feel bad. And you know what sucks? Look at the fucking thumbs up on that. His audience fucking believes him. He's full of shit. He didn't think somebody was going to catch that and call him out on it. Somebody did. And thank you for whoever did that. It shows that Steve is full of shit. And he will lie, man. And he doesn't care. He'll use the opportunity to look like a good guy, which I'm not saying he's not a good guy, but it's fake. It's fake as fuck. When he calls people out, it's fake. And that's what I respect, man, is when somebody calls somebody out and they're fucking real about it. They're not going to just vote at any second. And I understand people do change and people change over time. But if you're going to change like the weather, then why is fucking anyone going to take your points and take you seriously when you say something? Because the next day you could be like, oh, I know, I changed my mind. I said this. Nah, it's full of shit, man. And I got to say, I went into Heckin Steve looking at another channel that like, hey, man, this is pretty cool. I'm not saying he's not entertaining. The dude is very entertaining. He's very good at making videos. But one thing you got to do is you got to be consistent, man. You can't be changing your mind every fucking 10 seconds like this, especially to look like a good fucking person. Like the opportunity, like people just know you're a good person. I'm not saying you're bad, like I said, but this was fucking very weak. I was disappointed in this. And that's the video I got to make right now is Heckin Steve virtue signaling to Retro Rick. It was pretty pathetic. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun to make. But man, it was embarrassing to see. I'll be catching you guys soon. Peace out.